Welcome to Morris Minor Restoration Part 47, I believe. Today we are back with the fuel system on this car. The fuel pump didn't die, the fuel pump's still going strong. It's this that's bad. So, as you can see, I'm taking the trunk apart right now. Because my gas tank started leaking. I lost about a gallon of gas. Now, as you can see, it's leaking right now. Oh, hold on, let me clean the camera lens off. As you can see, it's actually leaking right now. Now, I tried painting over soap to keep it in there because a common fix for gas tanks is soap. You rub soap into the hole and that would fix it. That fixed it for like a week. And then it basically started leaking again. And I put soap in there, and then it kept leaking, so I painted over the soap. And that also didn't stop the leak. It only stopped it for about an hour. So as you can see, it is leaking quite a bit. I'm not sure where it's stemming from. I think it's stemming from right there. And it's going down, and then it's dripping. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drain the tank, remove the tank, by removing these pieces and getting the stuff out of the way so I can remove the tank. And then I will fix the tank by putting some JB Weld on the bottom so it's absolutely clean and dry. I can put JB Weld on the bottom and let that sit for about a day and then put the tank back. And then I can also show you how a gas gauge works. So let's drain the tank. Okay, so I have the thing on the bolt. There's the bolt on the bottom of the tank. These Morris Minors are very well designed, the gas tanks, because you don't have to siphon out the fuel. You can just open the bolt and, okay. With that open, I can unscrew it. Now, you really want to be careful when you're doing this. You want to have a nice pan here, which I have, and as you can see, it's already coming out, so I just want it really quickly. And maybe, as this is draining, I can show you the fuel gauge going down. That would be cool. I'm going to put the ignition on so the fuel gauge goes on. Okay. Oh, I gotta turn the radio off because if content matches. There we go. So, yes, let's continue doing this. Okay. It's draining. Let's watch the fuel gauge. It's going down. Is it going in? Okay, it's going into the thing. The fuel gauge is going down. It's about a quarter of a tank. For some reason, it's not coming out well on camera. Maybe while I'm... Oh, look at that. We are going down. This thing is draining out pretty slow, but we're just under a quarter of a tank. There was more gas in there than I thought. What are we at right now? Still moving down. Okay, well, as this gas gauge... I'm going to turn the car off. As the fuel is draining, I'm going to take that little wood piece out of the trunk. Okay, now with the, I have a new plan. I am not going to be removing this fuel tank because the screws, they don't have heads on them. They're so worn down over the years, they've rusted to the point where they don't have heads anymore, and some of them are broken underneath here. So I'm not removing the tank. Ow. Sorry, I'm laying on a cushion and it's very low under here. What I'm going to do is just sand this down to the point where it's clean, and then I'm going to JB Weld it underneath here. I'm going to wait, I'm going to let this sit overnight, see if all the gas inside evaporates, because I drained the tank. There's a lot of gas in there. But I'm going to wait until all the gas inside evaporates out. It should take about a day, maybe. Also, I'll come back overnight. But I'm going to clean this up first, because as you can see, there's still some stuff in here. And I just realized something. My car doesn't have shock absorbers. it doesn't have any, and it rides well. So I don't know if I should get any or not. I'm probably going to get some. As you can see, the bolts are there. And they go up, but there are no shock absorbers. That's weird. But yeah, I'm going to JB weld this right here. As you can see, it's horribly pitted. That's what's causing it. The pitting is so bad. There's even a moist area right here. It's even moist. So I'm gonna fix this. Okay, so right now I have applied the JB weld to the affected area where I have completely cleaned, and it's cleaned right around the JB weld. Like literally underneath the JB weld is where it was cleaned. I have traced it out exactly to where it was cleaned. These don't seem to be leaking, so they should be fine. But yeah, that has been fixed. So I'm going to come back tomorrow morning and see if it works. And if you're wondering why I have the car on a jack right now, it is because I had to get the gas, so there's a little bit of gas left in the tank. And if you try to put JB Weld on top of liquid, it won't work. It won't harden. So what I did was I leveraged the car off the ground. See, as you can see, the car is off the ground. You can spin the wheels. That brake is really sticky. But you can spin the wheels. It is off the ground. So the gas in the tank will go to the front instead of in the back. As you can see there, the gas is actually ending. So what I have to do is I'm going to wait till tomorrow for that to dry. Then I'm going to put that thing back in and put gas in the tank. I'm going to put this back on and put gas in the tank and see if it leaks. And if it doesn't, that will be good. Okay, we are 2 days into the future here when I'm filming this. 2 days into the future. And as you can see, the bucket's back under the car. But I don't think it's going to be there for long. I just placed it there in case any gas leaks out of this. So it's not leaking so far. There's no gas leaking out of it so far. As I said, it's cleaned literally right under the JB weld. I got in my finger, and I went exactly around where it was cleaned. That is the entire area of where it was cleaned. And it seems to be pretty good. It's not leaking, but I have the bucket under here just in case. According to my fuel tank, which is conveniently in the... According to my fuel gauge, which is conveniently in the car, I have a little less than a half of a tank. So that should work out pretty well. So, thanks for watching.